it in regards to how you can't work for anybody else, because that wouldn't work. But what is it that drove you? Tell us a little bit about your family and what you came,
Sure.
your background, where you came from, and then what drove you in this sense that you wanted to go into business for yourself, knowing that business was your thing.
My dad did upholstery on cars, so if you got a rip in your car seat, you would take it to where he worked. My mom worked odd jobs from wherever, and we lived in an okay neighborhood, but we weren't poor by a long shot, but we were truly middle class. And over and over, my dad didn't go to college, my mom didn't go to college, and so they would beat into me, "You're going to college." And they used to make me work at odd jobs so that I would learn the value of work. And I'd go where my dad worked doing it with cars, and he'd make me sweep and this place was nasty, make me sweep all the time, tried to get me a job in a mill, but couldn't get me a job in a mill. My mom wanted me to lay carpet because she was worried about me if I didn't have a trade. And so she got a friend of hers to try to get me, to teach me how to lay carpet. And if you ever go, there's this little office in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you trip over the carpet, that's where I learned how to lay carpet. And I was going through these things. I'm like, this is just not me. And I always had that individual spirit to say, okay, I can come up with things that can make me money. I mean, when I was 9, I would sell baseball cards. When I was 12, I told my dad I wanted a pair of basketball shoes. And it just so happens he was playing poker with his buddies, who were all probably rip-roaring drunk at the time, and I just didn't realize it. But I was like, "Dad, I want a new pair of tennis shoes." The new Beta Bullets were coming out, or whatever they were, and new Converse. And he's like, "You see those shoes on your feet? They work just fine. When you have a job, you can go buy whatever you want." I'm like, "Dad, I'm 12. I don't have a job." And one of his buddies stood up, well, not stood up, but he said, "Hey, I got a job for you." He had these boxes of garbage bags. And he's like, "I've got these boxes of garbage bags I don't know what to do with. Why don't you sell them?" I'm like, "Cool. What do they cost me?" And they literally were a box of 100 these blue garbage bags that he would sell them to me for $3. And then I went door to door. I was like, "Hi, my name is Mark. Do you use garbage bags?" And I learned I could sell. It was just like, okay, $6, I'll drop them off whenever you need them. Just call me. And I made some money, bought my shoes, and that just gave me confidence, and it took off from there.
So after you graduated